So think about your next trip to India. Now, what if that trip was on a whole new level? That's the huge vision behind a plan to completely transform 50 destinations across the country. And in this explainer, we are diving deep into how this massive mission could literally redefine travel as we know it.
It all kicks off with one number, 50. That's right, 50 destinations are being handpicked for a total reinvention, with the goal of putting them on the world stage. But, what does it actually take to turn a number like that into a reality?
And here's where it gets really clever. This isn't just the central government pointing at a map and saying, develop this. It's actually set up as a challenge, kind of like a competition, where states have to bring their best ideas to the table. The whole point is to spark real innovation and make sure each of these 50 places gets the unique attention it deserves.
So what does it really mean to transform a place? I mean, we are not just talking about a fresh coat of paint or a new hotel lobby. This is a top-to-bottom rethink of the entire travel experience from the second you arrive to the memories you carry home. It's a massive undertaking, so let's break down exactly how they plan to pull it off.
To really get a sense of how big this mission is, you just have to follow the money. The financial investment behind this project is pretty staggering, and it shows this is a major national priority. Let's take a look at the numbers.
2,541 crore rupees. I mean, that is a massive jump in the tourism budget. And it's the financial engine that's going to power this whole transformation. This isn't just a promise, it's a fully funded mission. But where exactly is all that cash going?
Well, it's not just about building new roads and airports. It's about crafting the entire experience. We're talking about everything from ensuring you feel safe and welcome to creating real jobs for local communities and even making it easier to find authentic homestays. It's all about connecting you with the real heart of India.
Okay, so you've got this massive project. You're going to need a seriously smart plan to pull it off, right? Well, that's what we're going to dig into now. This challenge mode is a really unique and clever way to make sure every single one of these 50 destinations becomes something special. Let's see how it works.
So, at the core of this whole plan is a really important idea: sustainability. It's all under a program called Swadesh Darshan 2.0, which is all about celebrating and preserving what makes each place unique. The goal is to make sure tourism actually helps these places thrive instead of, wearing them down over time. And this logo really says it all, doesn't it? You got the sprouting plant, the hints of clean energy. It's like a visual promise of a new kind of tourism, one that nurtures and protects the very things that make these places so incredible to begin with. Yeah, this isn't just some fancy branding. It's a real commitment. So how do you find the best of the best ideas? Well, you turn it into a competition. This challenge mode encourages states to compete to come up with the most creative and sustainable tourism plans. It's a system designed so that only the absolute best ideas rise to the top.
But is this all just talk? The numbers say absolutely not. I mean, look at this. The original Swadesh Darshan program, it completed 75 out of the 76 projects it started. That's a near-perfect track record. It proves the system actually works. So this isn't some new experiment. It's the next step for a proven success story.
Okay, so we've seen the plan, we've seen the money, and we've seen the track record. Now for the really exciting part. Where is all this actually happening? Let's jump in and see some of the incredible places that are getting this treatment right now.
And this is where it gets really interesting. So far, they've picked 42 destinations, and they've broken them down into 4 different themes. So whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, on a spiritual journey, or you just want to get off the beaten path and see a vibrant village, there's something in this plan for you.
Just take a look at this. This is the future of historical tourism in India. Imagine walking through the ancient Bangir fort, not just as some passive observer, but as an active participant in its story. This is all about turning history into a living, breathing experience.
And if you're a nature lover, this is basically a dream come true. It's not just about roping off beautiful places like the Kumarakam Bird Sanctuary. It's about creating new ways for you to connect with them on a much deeper level, but without leaving a trace. It's a kind of tourism that actually helps the environment it's in.
But this transformation isn't just happening out in the wild. It's coming right to the heart of India's cities, too. Imagine just strolling through a public square in Gwalior that's buzzing with music, art, and local life. It's about making our cities themselves into these lively hubs of culture.
And the variety is just incredible. I mean, on one hand, you have the creation of entire cultural villages that totally immerse you in regional traditions. And on the other, you have the modernization of natural wonders, like the Bora Caves, making them more accessible and even more awe-inspiring. This is truly happening all across the country.
All right, so we've seen what, the how, and the where. But now let's get to the most important question of all. Why? What does all this mean for your next adventure in India? How is this going to change the way you travel? Let's find out.
See, this isn't just about upgrading the hardware of tourism. It's about rebooting the software. It's a huge shift in thinking, right? Moving away from just checking sites off a list and toward a journey that's way more engaging, more immersive, and deeply personal.
And this quote nails it. This is the heart of the whole thing. It's the difference between just snapping a picture of a monument and actually learning the stories that are etched into its walls. It's about trading a fleeting glance for a lasting connection. This is travel that changes you.
So how do you create that feeling? Well, you do it by empowering the people who know these places best. You do it by training local guides and ambassadors who can share their culture with real passion and pride. You create a type of tourism that isn't just in a place, but is of that place. That's how you create a truly world-class experience.
So, as India completely redraws its travel map, the only question left is, where will your story begin? With 50 new worlds to discover, the adventure of a lifetime is waiting for you. Thanks for joining us.